In case you're wondering why people think Pierre Poilievre is like Donald Trump.
Mr. Carney has no mandate. He has not been elected by the Canadian people. He's been installed by the Liberal establishment and Justin Trudeau's insiders. As for the Liberal leadership result, those numbers are either just pathetically low because Canadians did not want to vote for a weak, conflicted Mark Carney who had sold out the country by moving jobs and money out of Canada, or they show something more suspicious.
It astonishes me that somebody who became an MP at the age of 24 does not know how our prime ministers are chosen. It astonishes me that somebody who is the leader of the opposition party of this country, a country whose freedom, sovereignty, and future is at stake, would resort to conspiracies, misinformation, suspicions, divisions, lies, and fear, and who will not show 1 ounce of dignity, decorum, and grace like others have. But maybe it's not me who's astonished, but Poilievre himself, astonished that his once seemingly impenetrable lead in the polls has now vanished. But he should not be astonished, because we as Canadians, we're not stupid. We know that if somebody with Mark Carney's resume showed up at a job interview, that person would likely be hired on the spot. We are all learning his history and his story. Born into a middle-class family of teachers who, through his own aptitude and work ethic, got himself into Harvard, Oxford, rose to the highest echelons of finance. But when his prime minister, his conservative prime minister, asked him to serve, he did with aplomb, navigating us through the Great Recession better than anyone else. Canadians can also see with their own eyes that off the bat, Mark Carney is not someone who's focused on what's left or what's right, but what's best for our country, something even Poilievre kind of acknowledged last year.
He said that he agrees, this is Mark Carney, says he agrees that there should be a carbon tax conference where the premiers can come together and share their concerns.
The ballot question of this election is clear. Is Mark Carney like Justin Trudeau, or is Pierre Poilievre like Donald Trump? If Pierre Poilievre keeps talking like this,
or they show something more suspicious,
then the answer is simple.